If you could go back in time and witness any event in history, what would it be and why? Woodstock 69, the beginning of the universe. For then I would be a god and all time and all space would know my dominion. Or maybe when Caroline in 2nd grade punched Meredith. I missed it the first time but everyone said it was metal. Roswell crash site I need to know. I would go back and stop Isaac Newton from hitting his head on an apple, thereby stopping him from inventing gravity. This way we could fly everywhere and while that may open up new problems, it would solve many that we have because of it. Well, defiantly not Poland or Germany between 1930-1945, my friend forbade it. So probably witness but not go to the tea party for time travelers, just send a note the day before with false info on a postcard. Probably the execution of Marie Antoinette. Interesting single moment in history. If I am guaranteed my safety and a return journey back to this time, then the day that the asteroid hit the Earth 65 million years ago. One of the few instances of the planet's history when the majority of life was wiped out in such a singular event. I know the effects of the impact lingered for years and added to the mass extinction, but I just want to witness the event itself. Back when the founding fathers of the USA were starting to create a framework of government for the new nation. I would have liked to have shown them a Furby to see their reaction. The impact on them could have really changed this country. One of my ancestors arrived Jamestown, Virginia in 1642. I would have loved to see and hear his reaction and what he was experiencing. The Second Continental Congress would be amazing. There is so little that we know about the specific events in the Congress since high treason was being committed so security was tight. I would love to watch the actual debates with such great figures like John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin and more. Even the lesser-known founding fathers like John Hancock, Roger Sherman, or Edward Rutledge. It would be fascinating to be a fly on the wall for that. I'd go to Stephen Hawking's time travel party just to fuck with him. The Battle of the Teutoburg Forest. An astounding victory of an underdog that likely precipitated the fall of Rome and changed the course of human history forever. The Battle of Badon Hill, to finally see the real King Arthur, whoever he was. Elvis Presley recording That's All Right Mama in Memphis in 1954. Mary Magdalene doing reverse cowgirl with Jesus. The Boston Tea Party that must have been nuts. I want to go back to when a bunch of old horny dudes made up each religion. It would be interesting to see how they came up with all the BS stories in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Feel free to throw any other less popular ones too. 1970 Grand Final pretty obvious why as a Carlton supporter. The building of the pyramids. We still have no idea how they did it. How about when Leonardo da Vinci drawing Mona Lisa? Whatever was credited as the starting point for World War III. Hitler, not to be a worshipper or cause I admire the guy or anything. I just want to see if I could even comprehend what would cause someone to kill that many people while being up close and in the audience translated. Of course I'm sure there's like recordings and stuff. It's just so hard to believe someone would do all that get multiple people to follow such a thing. The crucifixion of Jesus. Oh wait, that doesn't count. Now what? The formation of Saul, our star and life giver. My birth. The Hindenburg disaster. I have a lot of marshmallows I need to use up before they expire. The Big Bang. God, there's so many options. Maybe Caesar's legions in the Gallic War through taking Rome in the Civil War. I would really like to live through just 1969. A lot of history, culture, and music. Apollo 11, Woodstock, Abbey Road, etc. If I'm in the middle of it, either the end of Prohibition or the end of World War II in a major city. That energy looks so amazing in photographs and films. If I can be just an observer and not be injured or killed, the Haitian Revolution. I've read a lot about it and the idea of people rising up and taking their freedom in a way that had other countries scrambling to keep their own populace, especially their slave populace, from even knowing about it is just inspirational. Probably the first person to ever say "Hey your mom" joke. Live 8 opening in Wembley. I was 18 at the time and I'm sorry I missed it. T-Rex attacking a Stegosaurus. I missed that beach episode of Earth History. So I gonna back in time to see Noah Lamau. When Fermat scribbled amazing proof for his last theorem. Fermat's last theorem has been proven, but using mathematics that were invented after he died. So I'd like to see how Fermat himself proved his theorem. I just want to see a Michael Jackson concert to be honest. If it's just to witness and not die the day the meteor that struck Earth wiped out the dinosaurs. I get to see if it's actually true. I get to see what the dinosaurs actually looked like and I get to see a pretty epic light show in Boom Boom, Weimar era Berlin, especially since I know German well enough and is fascinated by the period. If I knew Aramaic and Hebrew I would love to visit Palestine around the time of Jesus. To say the man himself and know what exactly he said and did. Mount Toba eruption. Martin Luther King's March on Washington and speech on the Lincoln Memorial. 10 minutes ago where I didn't know what sounding was. I would like to be there when Ötzi was killed as an observer only thus preventing time paradox. I am related says 23andMe so I think this is just super cool. Seeing the Beatles on Ed Sullivan Show. Or Hendrix at Woodstock, or Zappa and the Mothers at Montreux SP, a great moment in rock. Chicxulub impact event. It had to be absolutely unreal to see. The building of the pyramids. My husband 100 believes aliens did it. I need to know. Jotlav Pass. I'd go to a live taping of the Golden Girls. Because it's my favorite show. How the Neanderthals were wiped out when the dinosaurs roamed.